Skin cancer is a very real disease afflicting many people every year. It doesn't discriminate based on age, race, or gender. Anyone can get skin cancer, but everyone can lower their risks. Sunscreen, exams, limiting sun exposure. These are just a few suggestions by professionals like our next guest, dermatologist Dr. Suzanne Kilmer. May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, and Dr. Kilmer has some very valuable tips that are not only sun smart, but can be life-saving as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Oh, my pleasure. You're right. 1 in 5 people will get skin cancer over the course of their life, and 120,000 people will get diagnosed with melanoma this year.
Are you kidding? So, like we said, it doesn't discriminate. Could it be could a baby get skin cancer?
A baby's not usually, because you have to have enough cumulative sun exposure, and the more sun exposure you have, the more risk you have. So therefore, the more we can protect ourselves, the better chance we have to not get skin cancer. And there's definitely things that we can do now to lower our risk.
Okay, first, what does a melanoma look like? How can we distinguish it from, like, a freckle?
Well, it's like black, irregular. It's the ABCDs. The area's big. The borders are irregular. The colors are different. You see how the one that you're looking at has brown and black hues, and it's not a nice round area. And then the diameter bigger than 6 millimeters.
Does it hurt? Can you tell?
Not necessarily. They may bleed because they're rapidly growing. You know, they can be, and they're not intact skin as well. So if you bump into it or rub it, it might bleed. But basically, these are actually more obvious melanomas. They can look just like a mole that's just a little bit irregular, or you notice it's changing, or there's a new pod, a little pseudopod off one end of it, or it's regressing and you look like a mole is going away and it's notching out. Those are all bad signs.
Okay, so if you think that you may have a melanoma, but you're not sure, do you want to wait?
No, you absolutely want to find out as soon as possible. There's actually, go to your local dermatologist. If you don't have a way to do it, there are free skin cancer screenings that you can take advantage of. In fact, Aveeno has partnered with one where there's a van going around, and I think it's July 30th.
Nice. Okay.
They'll be in Sacramento at Rite Aid in Roseville, and it's a free skin cancer screening. But the key is to find it early, because we really don't have any cure for melanoma. We only have ways to, we can cut them out as soon as we can, but if it becomes metastatic, almost nothing works.
Oh, no.
So,
okay, so the best thing for us is prevention, and you brought some hats.
I brought hats.
That could be number one.
Okay, this is only for people who have to protect that they're maybe hair challenged, you know, something, because it's only really covering up here and a little bit here.
All right.
This is a hat.
That is a
this is
big
covering
hat.
everything, and like
Your
one
neck
of
on
our
the back, because usually I'll get a sunburn on my
protect
back.
back here.
Now, you brought some products here.
I brought products, but next thing, sunglasses. Okay, people don't really appreciate how much sun we get into our eyes, and that's what leads to cataracts.
So the big Jackie O ones
The big Jackie O's are actually good. And then really key is all the sunscreens. The number one thing I would say is to have some zinc oxide in there, because it protects from even the longest wavelengths.
Like the surfers.
Like the surfers,
okay.
But you know, like the white, but now there's clear versions, and all of these have great ingredients in them, including zinc oxide. There are new ones here by Aveeno that actually you can put onto wet skin. Like it used to be, you had to wait for your skin to be dry. You can actually put it onto wet skin. It will adhere.
So it's perfect for vacation. And speaking of vacation, people are going to be out there swimming. How often do you need to reapply? Really,
it's every 2 hours. And actually, if it's a chemical sunscreen, it's worn off at 2 hours, even if you have actually, you know, it'll wear off even if you haven't rubbed it off or anything. So reapplying every 2 hours is really important. And then if you're sweaty or water, you know, in the water or doing sports, you want something that's more water resistant.
Right.
Less, you know, more difficult to rub off so that it stays in place.
Now, I knew you were coming, so I brought some things from my own cabinet. Okay, number one, I have 45 plus. Is that okay?
Okay, first of all, it's Hawaiian Tropic. It does say waterproof. 45 is a good thing, but there's absolutely no zinc in this, and it looks kind of old. I'm sure this is expired. Next.
Okay, Todd. All right, Banana Boat 15.
You know, 15 is not so great in the number, but really, if you look back at this, there's no zinc oxide again.
Oh,
it is long-lasting.
Nice. Okay, this
but
is
it is
one...
ultra sweat-proof, and it is non-greasy, and you do have to like it.
Okay, and here's probably the least one that you're going to like. It's 6.
This is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Do you remember the babies when you know that little girl that had
the
pants
sunburn
going?
with
this is basically a tanning oil. That's not even going, that's over there.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Suzanne, for coming
I
on the show.
have lots of, you can pick from the new ones now.
Thank you so much. And thank you for giving us a reminder to play it safe out in the sun. Okay. Well, today you can watch Nate Berkus right after Sacramento and Company at 10 a.m. And then you can catch The View today at 3 p.m. We really appreciate you tuning in today to watch our show. And we will be right back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. See you then.
Paid for by Furnishings provided by IKEA. Kitchen set provided by Kitchen Mart.
Jody's Wardrobe provided by Swack at the Fountains.
Guy's Wardrobe provided by Kenneth Cole at the Folsom Outlets. Flowers provided by Procida Florist.